Hello, welcome back to my channel, Reclaiming Jen, where moms can take a break from the busy mom life and focus on their own needs, wants, and goals. On my channel, I usually talk about VIPKid, where I teach children online from China. What a great learning experience this has been. I've really never traveled anywhere beyond North America, so this has been eye-opening for the little homebody that I am, and I'm hoping to share some insight with you if you're a new teacher or even a seasoned teacher. And there are some things that I wish I would have known before I started teaching that would help me with some moments of what is the child trying to tell me? So stay tuned, and I have some answers to some questions you might not even know you have. So here's a little teaser about what this video is about. Why am I seeing these in my classroom? Why does my feedback say Mr. Jennifer? Why is my student wearing a winter coat inside? And so is grandma. And the baby too. My student says they have a sister. I don't see a sister. Did my student say he has a bird-eating spider for a pet? Alright, so this video is going to give you a little bit of insight into things you didn't quite know you needed to know. The first thing I want to talk about, and it was the inspiration for this video, is that oftentimes the students say they have a brother or sister, but you haven't seen that brother or sister. Maybe your student says, "That's my brother," and in comes this person you've never met before. How is this possible? Or they'll say, "My sister, she doesn't live with me, but she's about the same age," and something's confusing here. Chinese people often call their cousins their brother and their sister. Some of my students have been able to explain to me that it is my mother's sister's child, or my father's sister's child, or however it comes about. But that's often something to look out for if you are a new teacher. Brother or sister, I'm not seeing this brother and sister in the family portrait. That's what they're talking about. And just a reminder that also the extended family usually or often lives with your student. So a student will have mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, and maybe a brother or sister. And while we're on the topic of family, I want to mention some of the pets. Most Chinese people live in apartments, but some still have cats, and some have rabbits, and some have dogs. But then I've also encountered students that will say, "I don't have a pet," but they do. A lot of them have fish in fish tanks. Many of them have turtles and some really unique animals. I have one student that has a squirrel for a pet, and I wish he would have shown me the squirrel, but I have not yet seen the squirrel. And another student told me while we were studying spiders in our level 4 unit that he in fact has a bird-eating spider. And if you don't know what that looks like, you're going to want to look that up on the internet. Think this. Also, while we're on the topic of brother, sister, cousin, sometimes I've been called Mr. Jennifer in my feedback. And this is not an insult. This is just that in Chinese, so they don't have the gender pronouns to distinguish between male and female. So if you see that in your feedback, don't despair. It's just a translation mishap, and it's just fine. Just go with it. Another thing I wish I would have known about is the word play. When I ask my students what they did today or what they did last week, oftentimes they will say, "We are going to Shanghai to play." And just briefly, all this really means is that they are going on a holiday or a vacation, and they are doing fun things while they're there. So where we use, we're playing games, we're playing with toys, we're playing at the park, their definition of play is just a little bit more vast, and it means to do things that are fun, and sometimes they're big exciting things like vacations. The other thing I wanted to mention is this past winter was my first winter teaching Chinese children. And luckily I had some idea, maybe from just browsing through the Facebook groups or whatever, about why the kids were often wearing winter coats in the winter inside their homes. And you could see that Grandma was also wearing a winter coat while holding the baby who had a winter coat on. Well, another thing you can research with China is that there is about a halfway marker line between North and South China. And this line divides the country, where the government gives heat to the northern part of China and gives air conditioning to the southern part of China. And so therefore, I mean, it still gets cold in the south. These students you'll often find in the winter wearing winter coats indoors because they have no central heating. Okay, and also, including today, I had a student get up and dance. Well, guess what? He was in a tank top and underwear. And normally this is kind of like, oh no. But guys, this is normal for them. You might see Grandpa in the background in his underwear. You may see a little girl with a t-shirt and underwear on taking her class. It's very hot in the summer for some of these students. So this is normal for them. I just go with it. Again, there is a policy if you see any nudity or anything inappropriate such as that, you need to contact the VIPKid and check that out in the support tab in your teacher portal. But the underwear thing is kind of a normal thing for the kids. And the last thing I want to talk to you about, this is a big
Okay,
one.
hold on, Reclaimers, because I knew I would forget one. This one's important. It is the ABC song. The students sing it differently than we learned it, and I'm about to sing it for you. Are you ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. Now you see, I can sing my ABCs. Isn't that ingenious? Like, it's so much better than LMNOP. Learn the new ABC song. It's great.
Okay, and the last thing I want to talk to you about, this is a big one for me, and actually I really still haven't learned this. I had to research it for this very video because I only really knew one of the hand gestures, but this is about counting. And when the students are choosing a number, if you're playing a find a star game with them, or you're using stars to apples to choose a number in a game, they will often use a hand gesture. So I want to teach you what these hand gestures are. So it's just basically counting. So they will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And in my research for this today, I saw there are a few variations. Like even one person said 10 is this. And some people were doing this or this. So maybe it doesn't matter, but generally the consensus in the video research that I did today was 6, 7. I don't know why this is so hard for me to learn. 8, 9, 10. Let's try it one more time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, that was pretty good. All right, so you're gonna need to know those for sure. You will see those in your teaching journey with Chinese children. So check that out. All right, I wonder if anyone out there has any extra things that I should have included in this video. I should have been making a list all this time. I've been teaching for over a year and I've learned many, many things. I want you to leave comments below about anything you have encountered in the classroom, letting me know something you wish you knew as a new teacher. I feel like there's so much content here that I should have had in this video that if I had been recording or writing down these ideas like, oh, new teachers need to know this. Anyway, I want to know from you. Leave a comment If this is your first time here and you have not subscribed yet to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new content each week. And like this video and share it if you think it can help anyone else, or if you just think it's interesting and someone who's not a teacher might also think it's interesting. I thank you for sharing my content. I thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!